Hey YouTube, quick update. So, where did we leave off last time? It was probably, I don't know if I updated about, well, anyways, I'll cut to the chase. We had a financing gap with what we were approved for. We were approved for basically $490,000 that could be deployable towards the actual build. Last time I made a video. But we could only refine and work down the plans to basically get us to a do not exceed number of about $605,000, which requires, I'm going to be involved quite a good bit, building kitchen cabinets, countertops, different things like that. I'll probably be on the roof, putting on shingles, quite a few different things, but a reasonable level of involvement for $605,000 to get things done. But like I'd said, only $490,000 we were approved for. So it was a major kind of hurdle that obviously at the time we couldn't get over. So I did not give up and just push, can we get more money? Can we bridge that gap? Otherwise we would have had to go back to the drawing table and revise quite a lot of things, which would have cost even more money because we've already spent about $7,000 on floor plan layouts, architectural modifications, permittable plans, all that kind of stuff, soil work, the whole gamut. I saved a lot of money. I used some people on Fiverr. They did things to European spec and everything like that, so ultimately had to pay more money to revise things with a local architect firm here in my city, but it still saved me a lot of money because the work that I was able to do with some freelancers on Fiverr, we were able to get it most of the way of what we needed. So then the local architect firm was able to modify things and not start from scratch. So that was a win that way monetarily. Anyways, like I was saying, perseverance, did not give up, and just kept pressing like, hey, can we go look at the numbers here? Can I provide you this? Can we do this or whatever? So it took like about a month, but good news is we got approved for over the amount we need. Obviously our monthly payment will be higher, yay! But again, with all the flexibility that I've built into my custom home build, whether things are awesome or whether things are bad, I already kind of have a plan in my mind to make it work. So I think that's the awesome thing about it. My plan is to get this thing built, or at least benefit by likely, just lower material prices and stuff like that. Probably by the time we build, hopefully we'll have a little more wiggle room with contractors and stuff, because I think the pain is starting to set in, with recession stuff, come the first of the year. So I think that's where everybody's going to be feeling pain. So we're going to be feeling pain ultimately when it comes to permanent financing, because we got approved at 605 at 7.2% interest rate. So it's going to be a crazy wicked mortgage. But I don't want to wait 2 years to build a house for a family, so we're freaking doing it. We can, and I got a plan to get us through things, and then when rates go down, like it'll be glory for us because we'll be able to get monthly payment down, which will be awesome. And at that point, I'm sure, at least I would think, there would be more pressure for housing prices to go up again, right? At least I would think that could likely be the case. As interest rates go down, money is cheaper to get and everything. So that I would think, put some upward pressure that way. So either way, the next thing, we're working on an appraisal right now. So we're hoping that number comes in around, 780 or something that way. So hopefully from the get-go, we'll have equity built in to the home. So should be a good footing that way, because we're building it basically, I think last we projected like under $170 per square foot, which is pretty crazy for what we're building, which is awesome. So again, yeah, like we've really prep this house out to be efficiently built and stuff that way. So I think we're going to be all right. So the next thing is the appraisal will be ordered this week, which is awesome. So that's kind of like the last thing that I'm a little nervous about. I just want it to appraise at a certain amount because we have to provide cash, basically 15% loan to value, which at the 490 loan amount, basically our land collateral, because we pay for the land in cash, that was our 15% of that amount. But the increased amount, if it doesn't appraise for more than like 680 or whatever, then I would have to bring like another $25,000 or $27,000 to closing. But again, I feel like this freaking huge house should appraise for higher, even with the market kind of being suppressed at this point. So we'll see. That's the next kind of big thing that's coming. So anxious to see what happens that way, but hopefully it'll appraise for a higher amount. So then that built-in equity basically covers that 15%. I don't have to put any more cash down to make this thing happen. And then we would probably be looking at a start build time of around January or so, maybe mid or late January. So I'm excited. I'm sure it'll be wicked cold and it'll be a hard, daunting process, but I'm excited to learn and just make something happen. So I think the one big thing, again, I've learned is like, just don't give up, and you just keep pressing, and feel more times than not, you just like stick with something, you don't give up, like it eventually happens, like sooner or later. Where I feel like most people just kind of quit really too quickly. And then they wonder why nothing is moving along in their life, so you gotta stay persistent at it, so for long enough, and then eventually I feel like success follows. So still been hard juggling a lot of things. I'm sure next year will be difficult as well, as the recession really starts to take its bite and people really start feeling the pain. So next year will be interesting for sure, but I've just been trying to build up cash reserves and spend the least that I have to on my existing rental properties and stuff that way, just to tighten down the hatches, alarm bells for next year. So hopefully we can get through 2023 and then boop, slowly go up. So all right, that's it. Peace.